Hello and welcome back to What's Inside. Today we're looking at Clue, the classic mystery game. This is by Hasbro, ages 8 and up. Recommended for players 3 to 6. It's made in the USA, as it says. This one features a bonus second crime scene, which is why I got this one. There is a newer version that's more with the classic board, but this one has a second scene, so why wouldn't I get this one? So let's check out the back here. And as usual, you flip the board to play the other scene. The contents are a two-sided game board with the mansion on one side and the boardwalk on the other. The yellow murder envelope, the Clue character sheet notepads, 6 character tokens, 6 weapon tokens, 27 black Clue cards, 3 red bonus cards, 2 dice, and instructions. So let's open this up and see what's inside. This one is from 2013. It is still available as of this recording in January of 2017. And it usually runs around 10 bucks, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Like I said, there's a newer version, but I wanted to see the second crime scene. Alright. We got a little insert here with different pictures of the cards, the 6 suspects, and the story. And the story is the same thing. The reclusive millionaire Samuel Black welcomed 6 guests to his mansion. Tonight, his friend Lord Grey invited the same guest to visit him on the nearby boardwalk by the sea. Both gentlemen sought to reveal a startling truth. Each of the 6 guests is destined to serve a clue house to protect the world's greatest secrets. But before Black and Grey could reveal anything, they were murdered! Only 6 guests could have committed the murders. Now it's up to you to decide which murder to investigate and follow the clues to solve the crime. Will you go to the mansion or the boardwalk? First meet the suspects. And the suspects, as usual, are Scarlet, Mustard, Green, Peacock, White, and Plum. This time they gave them names. Scarlet is Natalia D'Souza, Mustard is Jack Hartman, Peacock is Eleanor Hamilton, Green is Tyler Marshall, White is Alexis Villeneuve something, and then Plum is Nicholas McCuskov. Well, they've gave them a little bit more of a ethnic flair this time around. Well, let's see what we got here. There's our pieces. Here's our clue deck. Here's the actual movement guys, the notepad, and then our board with instructions. So this is pretty much the standard clue envelope that you would get previously. Obviously, this is where you'd put the you'd randomly sort a room, a character, and a weapon and stick them in here so that nobody knows what they are, and you have to solve it that way. Here's the instructions. And with our list of mysteries, our list of weapons, and the rooms. And then we've got the regular instructions. And then the boardwalk case file, how to win, of course, and a little thing about the boardwalk. Then we've got our clue pad, which gives you the suspects, the weapons, and the locations, so you can mark them off as you go. These are for the mansion. And on the back is the boardwalk in red, with those locations, suspects, and weapons. Pieces are the same as always. I'm going to use scissors to open this. Don't use scissors or sharp objects without a responsible adult to give you permission. I'll cut this one while I'm at it. These haven't changed since the first rendition, I don't think. And they're nice quality. They'll hold up pretty well unless you step on them. So you get one of each color. There's 6 of them. I don't know why there isn't a yellow one for mustard, but hey, what do I know? So there's 6 of those to represent each player. And each player just picks a color, obviously. And you get 2 dice. And then the weapons, there's 6 of those. You've got your candlestick, you've got your revolver, you've got your lead pipe, you got your rope, you got your wrench, and then you've got the knife. Or gladius, looks like. They're all metal except the rope, which is plastic. But they're pretty nice. They're well constructed. These usually get lost first. Has been my experience anyway. But yeah, they're well done. I'm pretty impressed with them. They're the same as pretty much any Clue game ever, I think. But it's nice you still get metal pieces. Let's take a look at the card deck here. This is probably the thing that's changed the most, are the images on the cards. Because they used to be, you know, some old guy for Colonel Mustard. And now they just go by the names, the code names of like Plum, White, Scarlet, instead of Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, Miss Scarlet, that sort of thing. And they have like the question mark on the back. There's black ones and there's red ones. And it looks like that's the only color scheme you're getting. So we've got the candlestick, we've got a pistol, we got the lead pipe, we've got a wrench. Oh, they called it dagger. The rope. Here's Mr. Green. There's Mustard, Peacock, Plum, Scarlet's still pretty hot, White, and those are photos. These are drawings, and then the locations are drawings, which I don't know why they just didn't make those photos too. Because there's a kitchen, you could have just taken a photo of somebody's kitchen. Bedroom, living room, dining room, bathroom, garage, game room, office, courtyard. Now, that's it for the mansion, apparently. Because now we've got, see, those are in purple, these are red. And that's the jet ski rental, the Ferris wheel, the surf shop, the beach house, the beach, the arcade. And then these red cards appear to be like randomizers. Because this one says, keep this card in front of you. For the rest of the game, you may ask one additional question every time you ask a clue question. And then this one says, play now and then place this card back in the box. Take a card from each player, mark it on your clue sheet, and return it. And then play now and then place this card back in the box. Choose a player who must secretly show you 2 cards. But there's only 3 of those, so I'm not sure why they wouldn't give you 6 of them if there's going to be up to 6 players. But I guess that's neither here nor there. They did change the names of the rooms. Let's look at the board here. Probably have to switch the camera angles on this when I edit this so you can see more of the board. But the mansion is different. It's smaller from the original version. The names of the room are different. It's no longer the billiards room. It's now the game room. There's a bedroom, bathroom, office instead of a conservatory. There's no hall. We have a dining room. We have a kitchen. And we have the living room and the garage. There's no garage in the original. And I'm sure the board was bigger. I think there might have been more rooms too. So yeah, the board looks different. It's definitely smaller, probably to speed the game up a little bit. And that is a little disappointing. I had hoped that it would be a larger play area, but it's really not. So I think they did that for time efficiency, but that's a little disappointing. Let's look at the new crime scene. Yeah, it's kind of not in any particular useful order. This one seems to be a little bit more walking around because the entrance ways are in different spots. But we've got the beach house, the arcade, the surf shop, Ferris wheel, jet ski rental on the beach, like I said. And then the cards would go here. There are question marks. These must be how you get those red cards. You have to walk over there, get those, and then you can play that card. That makes a little more sense now that I look at that. I don't think they have that on the other side. Nope. So those red cards are just for this new crime scene. Again, I wish there were more locations and it was a little bigger. But overall, you know, it's nice quality. Hasbro makes good stuff. I'm not too worried about the stickers coming off of the main board. I'd be more worried about it getting beat up. The rule book's nice. It's short because it is a pretty simple game. So the average time, I mean, it's not a long game, but it's a lot shorter now that it's a smaller board or larger images. I think the board's probably around the same size. I'll have to find a copy of the original, or at least one of the older versions of the game to show you guys too, in case you've never played it. I know there's a lot of younger people who watch the channel, so you can kind of see the difference between the modern one and the older ones. The older one was definitely would have taken longer than this, I think, if I'm remembering it correctly. I may be wrong, but I'd like to compare and contrast the two. They do give you plenty of pads here, cards on the pad, and because you can use both sides to play two games, basically, you probably still will need to make copies of this, or, you know, get another pad so that you can play more, because I'm guessing there's about 40 sheets here. It probably says on the box, but I'm lazy. So yeah, that you'll want to get something to put the cards in, because they're going to just bounce around in this big box, and they'll probably get beat up. So you might want to find like a collectible card game deck box, or an empty, like for some junky bicycle playing card knockoff brand. Don't pay real money. And throw those cards out and put these in them. The envelope always got beat up when we played as kids. So yeah, you might want to see about getting a replacement just in case. Otherwise, the items are really good. The dice they're dice, and the figure pieces are really good. They always made good quality stuff with this game. So yeah, I mean, it's Clue. It's a classic board game. You really kind of can't go wrong with it. And I do have to figure out how to put stuff away because I'm a genius. And I always recommend this game because I always liked it. I always thought it was fun. And this one I think is worth playing. I think that they got a little overboard with updating a few things, but I won't mind trying it out, especially with the new crime scene. But that's pretty much what's in the box. I'm intrigued by the new crime scene. I don't like that the area is smaller and seems to be less rooms, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And it probably will speed the game up, especially if you're playing with younger players. It'll probably pick up pace a little bit and make it a little more fun for them. So this is Clue, the classic mystery game from 2013, with the second crime scene on the boardwalk. Worth checking out, I think, and be worth giving a shot to. So that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on What's Inside.